Good morning, or good evening, TikTok. Today we're going to be looking at Judges 17 and 18. It's pretty long, so I'm going to summarize it, but it's one of, as far as I know, one of the earliest examples of gaslighting. Probably the earliest in Scripture. So there's this guy from Ephraim named Micah, and Micah has a shrine with some idols, and he has a son instituted as a priest. A Levite from Bethlehem is looking for a place to stay, and he comes upon Micah's place. Micah asks him to stay with him as his priest in exchange for 10 shekels of silver a year, and the Levite agrees. Elsewhere, the tribe of Dan is seeking a place to settle as they hadn't come into their inheritance among the tribes of Israel. They send spies to explore the land, and those spies come upon Micah's house and recognize the voice of the Levite, and they're like, "What are you doing here?" The Levite tells them what Micah has done for him, and they're like, "Oh, okay, well, give us a blessing." And the Levite's like, "Yeah, all right." And so the spies find a suitable territory to take called Laish and go back home and assemble their army. 600 of them go back towards Laish to take it, and on their way come across Micah's house again. And they raid it, they take the idol, the household gods, the ephod, and then they convince the priest, the Levite priest, to actually go with them and be their priest. And this is where I start reading from Scripture. So we're at Judges 18:22. When they had gone some distance from Micah's house, the men who lived near Micah were called together and overtook the Danites. As they shouted after them, the Danites turned and said to Micah, "What's the matter with you that you called out your men to fight?" He replied, "You took the gods I made and my priest and went away. What else do I have? How can you ask what's the matter with you?" The Danites answered, "Don't argue with us, or some of the men may get angry and attack you, and you and your family will lose your lives." So the Danites went their way, and Micah, seeing that they were too strong for him, turned around and went back home. Then they took what Micah had made and his priest, the idol, and went on to Laish, against a people at peace and secure. They attacked them with the sword and burned down their city. There was no one to rescue them because they lived a long way from Sidon and had no relationship with anyone else. So yeah, it's kind of a brutal story. Not as brutal as the one that comes after it, though, I'll tell you that much. That one I can't even read. I think I would get kicked off of TikTok, but I mean, not like it matters. But yeah, so if you're looking for an object lesson here, I don't have one for you.